The city's power grid imploded, plunging its inhabitants into an existential crisis that would shake the very foundations of their world. A maelstrom of chaos had erupted, and Nebula stood at its epicenter. Nebula's residents were a hardened people, forged in the fires of war and adversity. The battle raged on, with both sides trading blows and neither gaining the upper hand. But Nebula's resolve remained unshaken. They would not be defeated. OCR. HEUP. The air was electric with anticipation as the people of Nebula rallied behind their leaders. The sound of shattering concrete echoed through the streets as Reader's Point, Space's forces pushed forward. The people of Nebula fought valiantly, but it seemed that their efforts might be for naught. OCR, Reader's Point. The countdown began, a relentless march towards the unknown. Echoed through the silence, a chilling reminder of the clock ticking down. The tension built as if the very air was charged with electricity.
Ha!
The world teetered on the brink of chaos, as if the very fabric of reality was about to unravel. The outcome was far from certain, as if the gods themselves had placed a wager on the outcome. The stage was set, the players aligned. In the world of Reader's Point. Space, one challenge stood above the rest, defeating the hegemony. And then, a voice whispered in the darkness, a voice that would change the course of history. Reader's Point.
That this is, perished world here, Reader's Point. Space. One's faith always produces results.
Nebula's eyes narrowed, her grip on her strategy tightening as she prepared to unleash her plan.
IZ, so he's using the holy orc strat. Why ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. So this is the reason you were so confident. Although orcs are an easy race to recruit, Reader's Point. Space, it's quite a feat to have gathered so much faith already.
The intensity reached a boiling point as Nebula selected the skies as her battlefield.
Above their heads. Decursed. Reader's Point's face first nukes, now kinetic bombardment. Block kit.
The threat was real, and Nebula's instincts screamed at her to act. At this rate, it's gonna hit the palace. The stakes were too high to ignore.
There's no way.
The underground temple lay in ruins, its secrets buried beneath the rubble. The Emperor is dead. The challenge was never just about winning, but about the pursuit of excellence and the unyielding determination that drives champions like Nebula. Nebula's eyes narrow, her mind racing with anticipation, the realization that this might be more than just a challenge, but a test of her unwavering resolve. Osar.
Amosage? Who's bothering me at this hour?
The stakes have never been higher, as Nebula stands at the precipice of a new era, one that promises to unveil secrets, test her limits, and redefine the boundaries of what's possible. Osar.
The beta testing period has ended.
The landscape shifted, the temple giving way to a ruin, the air thick with an otherworldly energy.
It isn't a dream. You were chosen too, Nebula.
A figure emerged from the shadows, a man with a mask, his eyes gleaming with intensity.
Interesting.
The ground trembled, the very fabric of reality seeming to warp and distort. A figure stood tall, its eyes blazing with an inner fire, its presence a palpable force. The air was heavy with the scent of ozone, the very atmosphere seeming to crackle with energy. As they ventured deeper, the familiar landscape shifted, and the air grew thick with anticipation. The players' masks hid their faces, but their thoughts screamed with excitement. But it wasn't Earth. Nebula's determination echoed through her mind. No, that's not. Nebula's civilization is unraveling, its harmony now a haunting memory of unfathomable devastation. The cosmos tremble, and with it, the very fabric of reality. In the depths of this forsaken world, A chilling sense of desperation clutches at the throats of its inhabitants. The narrative hangs in the balance, like an axe suspended mere inches above the ground, waiting to fall.
For unknown reasons, the gods left.
The line between reality and fantasy blurs as the stakes are set. Either you become the masters of this realm, or you succumb to the abyss.
It'll basically be like the game.
The consequences are stark. Return to a life left behind, memories of this world erased like a ghostly whisper. But what if the challenge is abandoned mid-course? What then?
If you give up in the middle, for the duration of your challenge, you won't be able to quit.
The darkness gathers, an aura of inevitability that wraps itself around the unwary. The silence is oppressive, a heavy blanket that suffocates the would-be conquerors.
To that end,
The players, with hearts aflame, prepare to take the final leap into the unknown.
So
The moment of truth has arrived, and the weight of the world rests on their shoulders. The stakes are higher than ever, the outcome more uncertain. Their initial quantity had been the maximum number of players on the perished world servers. The true magnitude of the challenge unfolds. With quitters, they're now strong. The odds are against them, but they press on.
that should be right.
The air is heavy with tension, thick with the weight of unspoken questions. What lies ahead? What secrets await them? But they press on, driven by a desperate hope that they'll find some answers, some respite from this eternal, crushing silence.
The air is thick with an unseen presence, a palpable sense of malevolence that lurks just beneath the surface. They're not alone in this desolate world.
Readers point. Space.
A figure emerges from the shadows, its presence commanding attention.
The landscape shifts, a canvas of chaos, as the remnants of civilization struggle to survive in a world abandoned by the gods. Frogmen, once a staple of aquatic lore, now breach the surface, their very presence a harbinger of doom. The land itself seems to rebel against those who would seek to claim it, as the very fabric of reality begins to unravel. A strategy born of desperation, an insect-eating race, the only hope in a world where the strong devour the weak. The lizard men, a possibility, a glimmer of hope in a world gone dark. A comparison, a weighing of the options as the desperate weigh their chances. A choice, a decision that will seal the fate of all who dwell in this forsaken world.
Lizard men.
The group's power and numbers are dwindling, a precarious balance that threatens to topple at any moment. The sense of abandonment is palpable, a crushing weight that presses down upon their souls. The greater the feeling of being forsaken, the more exhausted they will become. The injured gazelle was the last straw in a village where the tyrant's appetite had reached catastrophic proportions. No mercy, no quarter, just the endless pursuit of sustenance. And now, the consequences of that insatiable hunger.
over there.
But amidst the celebration, a quieter reality began to sink in. There wouldn't be enough to go around. The old and sick, forced to rely on the mercy of their peers, waited anxiously for their turn, their fate hanging precariously in the balance. The villagers, sensing the weight of their actions, began to grapple with the consequences of their decision. As the reality of their situation set in, the once celebratory mood gave way to an eerie silence.
Lokrak defended against the saber-toothed tiger, saving us. We should be grateful. With all the readers. But he's going to die anyway.
The situation is dire, with no clear escape from the abyss. The once celebratory mood has given way to a sense of desperation, like a ship adrift in a storm.
Hey, look at that. What are you?
The room fell silent, except for one person who couldn't help but react to the stillness. Maybe it really is.
Why?
But what if what I'm seeing now is real?
But
The weight of the revelation hung in the air like an unspoken question. The discovery sparked a mixture of awe and trepidation within the group. And then, the unexpected happened. Something to eat appeared out of nowhere.
and there's enough for the whole lounge.
The prospect of a few days' worth of food had lifted the pack's spirits. But what came next?
That should be enough to feed the entire lounge for a few days. Law crack. Me. Moving forward, you're going to become an important piece for me. And, of course, I'll be returning the favor too.
The air was thick with anticipation as Lokrak's eyes locked onto Agazel. Their spirits lift momentarily as the promise of a bounty tantalizes them. 1F Beetle will be eating all we want today. Alarm shrieks through their minds as a terrible realization takes hold. Oh no. But as the silence grew, Lokrak's doubts began to surface. Her thoughts turned to the harsh truth. Frostbite was closing in, a constant reminder of their desperation.
Listen up, everyone.
As Lokrak's hand extended, a new paradigm emerged, one that would bind her to the cosmos forever. Reader's Point. Space whispered its acceptance.
Reader's Point. Space.
A mysterious blessing extended a tentative hand to Lokrak, tempting her with an unknown fate. The air was heavy with anticipation as Lokrak's decision hung in the balance. The universe's silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the soft whisper of Reader's Point. Space. The air seemed to vibrate with electricity as Lokrak's hand hovered above the outstretched hand. The universe held its collective breath, waiting for her decision. And then, without warning, Lokrak's hand shot out, grasping for the unknown. And then, like a tidal wave, a crushing weight descended upon her, suffocating her with its enormity.
Who? Are you God?
Lokrak's eyes flickered towards the darkness ahead, her mind racing with possibilities. She had to keep moving, but every step felt like a risk. The terrain shifted, and Lokrak found herself at the edge of a precipice. The decision was made. Lokrak would go alone, confronting the frost-covered buffalo in a desperate bid for survival. Her vision, a mysterious force driving her, pushed her to take on the challenge despite the risks. Lokrak's return was met with a mix of relief and amazement.
I can hardly believe it, but when I woke up, all my wounds were healed.
But the transformation went beyond mere healing.
Further,
The tension was almost palpable, and the outcome hung precariously in the balance.
Reader's Point. Space.
Lokrak's power has been unleashed, but the city teeters on the brink of chaos, with his newfound abilities threatening to spiral out of control. The atmosphere is charged with excitement as the herders rush to corral the bounty, with Herp's voice rising above the din. Jew! The buffalo are on the run, and the city's residents are hot on their heels, with Herp shouting, "Get the buffalo!" The city's residents offer a heartfelt prayer to the mysterious deity, with Herp's words hanging in the air like a challenge to the unknown. Please accept our offering, no matter how scant it may be. He voiced his doubts, and the crowd remained rapt, their fate tied to his words. The silence was oppressive, weighing heavily on the city. Lokrak spoke up, saying, "It's a sloppy, clumsy offering, but their sincerity is what counts." The crowd hung on his words, seeking reassurance. Lokrak's eyes locked onto the horizon, and his words revealed his growing frustration. Looking at it, the city held its breath, sensing the tension building. Alan's voice cut through the silence. And 3-3HL and I, they're only consuming themselves. The crowd's anxiety spiked, and the air turned electric. The days were ticking away, and the food supply situation was precarious, with time not on their side. Lokrak's words were laced with a hint of skepticism, but he knew they had to try something.
On the single nail that was the blessing that had protected us for years, there were no more fish on our lures. The ground was overfarmed to the point where no more plants grew. It's not that bad yet. I know that.
Our home lies in ruins, their merciless conquest a devastating repeat of history. The relentless march of the Blue Leather Tribe has left nothing but destruction in their wake. The thought sends a shiver down my spine. If they know about this oasis, we're nothing but mere prey to their unrelenting hunger. Ah, I forgot that Yuri was on patrol today, but now she's gone silent, and I have a bad feeling about this. If he understands our situation, why would he drive a rival group towards sharing our destined land? Does he truly control events, or is this just a product of chaos?
For those who were once one with us, we'll have to assimilate with and save them.
Readers point to the signs, but I'm still not convinced. The Blue Leather Tribe's also looking for a new place, and our home is the only oasis left.
I dare not fathom further.
Lokrak really does understand what I want.
Reader's point.
The Blue Leather Tribe's arrival has brought about a crucial decision: merge with the people who previously lived in their taken land, for the sake of population growth and technological advancement.
The strange thing is that Larka made the decision on his own.
And their wishes will be more efficiently imposed.
Reader's point. Space.
But at what cost?
Teal need a strong-willed leader. What could possibly be here? Huh? It's none of your business.
The Blue Leather Tribe scouts are unaware of the oasis's true nature. But the people who live there know its secrets. And it's only a matter of time before they discover the truth. Life.
Leave this place.
The Blue Leather Tribe's leader, a cunning strategist, responds with a calculated threat. If you all leave now, we won't attack you. The tension between the two groups builds, as the defenders of the oasis prepare for an eventual confrontation.
Come, I condone pointless exchanges.
What?
The Blue Leather Tribe's leader begins to understand the defenders' resolve, but it's too late to turn back. The Blue Leather Tribe's relentless march towards our home shows no signs of halting. Their gaze is fixed on the oasis, and their determination is all too clear. But the members of this tribe are no match for the defenders of the oasis. He just prayed to a higher power, forgetting the desperation was already clawing at his soul. His voice echoes through the void, a plea for strength against his enemy.
Bestow upon me strength against my enemy, along with my courage. Reader's point. Space and my own strength.
A clash of civilizations unleashes a maelstrom of chaos. Two worlds collide, each seeking to claim dominance. The air is electric with tension as the two forces meet in a burst of fury. The air thickens with anticipation as the warrior must decide their next move. With a sense of purpose, the warrior selects a path. The choice is made, but its consequences remain shrouded in uncertainty.
No to oil dodge that one, but...
The warrior takes a deep breath, the sound a testament to his resolve. That won't happen again. A second thought surfaces, a strategic consideration, as the warrior assesses the situation.
Reader's point. Space foresight.
It won't be so hard, man.
The ground beneath him trembles, a manifestation of the impending battle. The name Lokrak echoes through his mind, a whispered secret that holds the key to unlocking the warrior's true potential. The protagonist stood at the edge of the battle-scarred wasteland, gazing up at the imposing form of Heavenly Father. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy as Heavenly Father's presence washed over him, like a cold, dark wave.
And no, this can't be. You wretch. You must have used a trick. Reader's Point. Space.
Don't let your guards down. The calculations had never been wrong. The warrior's face twisted in a snarl of anger and frustration. The situation was spiraling out of control.
Reader's Point. Space S. It's over. I can't believe it. Did God possess my body? It all felt like a dream.
The world teetered on the edge of chaos. The protagonist's voice cracked with fear and despair. And then, everything went silent. The elder lizardman's voice dropped to a whisper, its words laced with a hint of desperation.
Otherwise, we would have died wandering the wilderness.
As if on cue, the Heavenly Father spoke, his words dripping with condescension.
WWH, Reader's Point.
The elder lizardman's voice took on a tone of reassurance, its words laced with a hint of determination.
Since they're with us now.
The lizardman's eyes lit up with a hint of excitement, its voice filled with a sense of hope. The Heavenly Father's ominous voice rang out, its words dripping with malevolent intent as the lizard men trembled in fear.
We'll have to weather the wilderness again?
The wanderer's existence teetered on the edge of disaster, a catastrophic prophecy unfolding with each passing moment. The once thriving community now clung to the brink of chaos, a maelstrom of desperation brewing.
Oster's Rude Gear, 5TS VFN. Surlac. SWT/TT of 4770.W.
The wanderer's response was a jumbled mess of desperation, a plea to the old man for guidance. Samsnfkans th5 re h4s to be 6 togop xieping ygl alive you want emger? n plus % tuthker.vgln fat n. n94 lk. That's pushed. E gokt bcy. The old man's response was a cryptic message, a warning of the dangers that lay ahead. My answer is there. Reader's Point. Space. The wanderer's eyes locked onto the old man, a fierce determination burning within. The past, the sky.
Sure, they do move. Viewed show you use their movements that matters. The wanderer's eyes lit up with a glimmer of understanding, but the old man's words were laced with a dash of desperation. The silence hung heavy, a weight that threatened to consume the wanderer whole.
F. The wanderer's eyes snapped towards the old man, a flash of annoyance crossing his face.
Yuri? What's the matter? Is it Manon again? OT.
In the unforgiving expanse of the alien world, another species came into view. The wanderer and the old man locked eyes, their conversation suspended as they pondered this new development. Brian, the player, has been carefully learning from human history. Brian, the lizard men would benefit more from livestock production than agriculture. They're pushing the boundaries, crafting primitive iron tools. This is a significant leap from their Stone Age tools. The quality might be off, but the innovation is clear. Unbeknownst to the lizard men, there's another unexpected development taking place. They're about to uncover the secrets of the stars. In this unforgiving environment, every discovery counts. They've stumbled upon astronomy, a vast expanse of knowledge that will redefine their understanding of the universe. In the future, the stargazer will try to further his knowledge, but for now, this is just the beginning. The stargazer was right. They're in for a wild ride. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The stars above seemed to be conducting a celestial symphony, their twinkling melodies weaving an otherworldly harmony. The lizard men, Echo, stood frozen, their usually sharp senses numbed by the beauty of the night sky. As the seconds ticked by, Echo's expression seemed to shift, their thoughts racing with the implications of their words. The stars above continued their celestial dance, oblivious to the drama unfolding below. The silence was oppressive, heavy with unspoken thoughts and unresolved questions. Echo's voice trailed off into the night, their words lost in the vast expanse of the unknown. The camera lingered on their face, the weight of their responsibility etched on their features. Once morning comes, we'll leave this place, and the stargazer's guidance will be the only thing standing between them and the unknown. Danta Stargazer, scans arise, the night air crackling with an otherworldly energy. As the post-dawn morning sun rises, we'll head southward, the lizardman's journey beginning in earnest. Walking for 10 days straight, they'll have to rely on the stargazer's guidance to navigate the treacherous landscape. The lizard men are on a mission to reach a new settlement, one that will provide them with the resources they need to advance.
What he means is that it'll be a good place to live. Haha, yes, it will surely be.
The guide's expression turns serious, his voice dripping with gravity.
HNH quantum scan.
The group's tension builds, their eyes fixed on the unknown threat looming before them. Nothing in the OCR. If they abstained now, the future might just offer a glimmer of hope, a chance to eat when true desperation set in. Their journey had been long, with few provisions in sight. The sun beat down relentlessly.
Furthermore, for the others who held back their appetites, you all deserve a sphere.
Yuri stood tall, a fierce determination burning in her eyes.
Wow. I was wondering about your future plans. So this is what you were thinking.
The others exchanged uneasy glances, unsure how to respond. The silence hung heavy in the air, a palpable tension simmering just beneath the surface.
8 always accompanied by God.
The hunters edged forward, their footsteps quiet on the dry earth.
We have a long journey ahead of us. With spirit, patience, and chiefly, God, it won't be hard.
Yuri's gaze met Yuri's, a spark of understanding flashing between them. And so, the village prepares to embark on a perilous journey, driven by a singular purpose to ensure the survival of their people. The notion of abstinence has become a guiding mantra. The village elder, a wise and resolute figure, stands tall amidst the assembly.
Everyone, embody the nameless beetle god in your minds. I won't guarantee a life free of suffering, but we must still march forward without fear. Just as they resisted eating the water buffaloes, we must endure once more. To a brighter future. Oh, March 4th. You needn't apologize. Nuantum NS. If he didn't support your actions, wouldn't have chosen you as my high priest. You've even furthered others' growth. That's amazing. Yuri, Lizardman Trust LV, Warrior LV. Nuantum NS.
The question echoed through the silence. Manon.
Oti, no. You must not be used to living with scarce resources. He looks very worn down. Do you mind if we take a break? No, I want one too.
With time running out, the group's weariness only deepened.
Haven't we been traveling this way for 3 days now? Duantum scans, you're correct. 3 whole days. The entire lounge is tired, and we're running out of food. I also can't rely on another miracle from God.